Applications of phosphorus compounds. Phosphorus is a chemical element with a symbol P and atomic number 15. It is a nonmetal that belongs to the nitrogen family in the periodic table. Phosphorus exists in several allotropic forms, with the most common ones being white phosphorus, red phosphorus, and black phosphorus. These different forms of phosphorus have different properties and are used for various applications. In this article, we will explore the different applications of phosphorus compounds. Fertilizers. Phosphorus is an essential nutrient for plants, and it is one of the 3 primary nutrients required for plant growth, along with nitrogen and potassium. Phosphorus is a component of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, which is the primary energy source for plants. Phosphorus is also important for root development and helps plants withstand stress. Phosphorus fertilizers are used to supplement the phosphorus in soil that may be deficient in this nutrient. The most common phosphorus fertilizers are monoammonium phosphate, MAP, and diammonium phosphate, DAP. Flame retardants. Phosphorus compounds are widely used as flame retardants in various applications, including textiles, plastics, and electronics. Phosphorus-containing flame retardants work by releasing phosphoric acid when exposed to heat, which creates a protective layer over the material and slows down the spread of fire. One of the most common phosphorus-based flame retardants is ammonium polyphosphate, AP. Pharmaceuticals. Phosphorus compounds are used in the production of several pharmaceuticals, including antacids, laxatives, and bone-building drugs. Phosphorus is also a component of DNA and RNA, which are essential for the functioning of cells in the body. Some phosphorus compounds, such as bisphosphonates, are used to treat bone diseases such as osteoporosis. Water treatment. Phosphorus compounds are used in water treatment to remove excess nutrients, such as phosphorus and nitrogen, from wastewater. Excess nutrients can lead to the growth of algae and other aquatic plants, which can deplete oxygen levels in the water and harm aquatic life. Phosphorus removal is often achieved through a process called chemical precipitation, which involves adding a chemical such as ferric chloride or aluminum sulfate to the water to form insoluble phosphorus compounds that can be removed by sedimentation or filtration. Metallurgy. Phosphorus is used in metallurgy as an alloying agent to improve the properties of steel, such as strength and hardness. Phosphorus is also used as a deoxidizing agent in the production of steel to remove impurities such as sulfur and oxygen. High-purity phosphorus is used to produce semiconductors and other electronic components. Pesticides. Phosphorus compounds are used as insecticides and herbicides in agriculture. One of the most common phosphorus-based pesticides is glyphosate, which is used to control weeds in crops. However, the use of phosphorus-based pesticides has been controversial due to their potential impact on the environment and human health. Energy storage. Phosphorus compounds are being investigated as potential materials for energy storage. Phosphorus-based materials can store energy in the form of chemical bonds, which can be released when needed. One example is lithium iron phosphate, LiFePO4, which is being studied as a potential cathode material in lithium-ion batteries. Food additives. Phosphorus compounds are used as food additives in processed foods. They are added to improve the texture and flavor of food and to act as preservatives. Phosphoric acid, for example, is commonly used as a flavoring agent and pH adjuster in soft drinks. However, excessive consumption of phosphorus-containing food additives can lead to health problems such as kidney disease and cardiovascular disease. Detergents. Phosphorus compounds are used in laundry detergents to improve their cleaning efficiency. Phosphates, such as sodium tripolyphosphate, are added to detergents to soften hard water and to help remove dirt and stains from clothes. However, the use of phosphates in detergents has been restricted in many countries due to their contribution to eutrophication, which is the excessive growth of algae in water bodies. DNA sequencing. Phosphorus is an essential component of DNA, and it plays a crucial role in DNA sequencing. DNA sequencing is the process of determining the order of nucleotides in a DNA molecule. Phosphorus-containing molecules, such as nucleotides, are used in the sequencing process to label the DNA fragments and to detect their order. DNA sequencing has revolutionized many fields, including medicine, genetics, and biotechnology. Optical materials. Phosphorus-based materials are being investigated as potential optical materials for various applications, including optical fibers and displays. Black phosphorus, in particular, has shown promise as a material for electronic and optoelectronic devices due to its unique electronic and optical properties. Phosphorus-based materials are also being studied for their potential applications in quantum computing and sensing. Biomedical imaging. Phosphorus compounds are used in biomedical imaging techniques such as magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, and positron emission tomography, PET. In MRI, phosphorus-containing molecules such as adenosine triphosphate, ATP, are used to image tissue metabolism. In PET, radiolabeled phosphorus compounds such as 18F-fluorodeoxyglucose, 18F-FDG, are used to detect and monitor various diseases, including cancer. Environmental remediation. Phosphorus compounds are being investigated for their potential use in environmental remediation. For example, phosphorus-based compounds such as hydroxyapatite are being studied as potential adsorbents for removing heavy metals and other pollutants from contaminated soil and water. Phosphorus compounds are also being investigated for their potential use in bioremediation, which is the use of microorganisms to break down and remove pollutants from the environment. Polymers. Phosphorus compounds are used as flame retardants in polymers, such as polyurethane foam, polyethylene, and polystyrene. Phosphorus-based flame retardants have several advantages over other types of flame retardants, including their low toxicity and high efficiency. Phosphorus-containing polymers are also being developed for various applications, including electronics, sensors, and biomedical devices. Animal feed. Phosphorus is an essential nutrient for animal growth and development, and it is commonly added to animal feed as a supplement. Phosphorus in animal feed can come from various sources, including inorganic phosphorus salts and organic phosphorus compounds such as phytase. Phosphorus supplementation in animal feed has been shown to improve growth and productivity in livestock. Cosmetics. Phosphorus compounds are used in cosmetics and personal care products, including toothpaste, shampoo, and sunscreen. Phosphates are added to toothpaste to help remove plaque and to prevent tooth decay. Phosphorus-based compounds are also used in sunscreens to absorb ultraviolet radiation and to prevent skin damage. Nanotechnology. Phosphorus-based materials are being investigated for their potential use in nanotechnology. Black phosphorus, in particular, has shown promise as a two-dimensional material for various applications, including transistors, sensors, and energy storage devices. Organic compounds in tobacco production. Organic compounds play a critical role in the production of tobacco products. These compounds are used in various stages of the manufacturing process to add flavor, aroma, and other desired characteristics to the tobacco. In this article, we will explore the various organic compounds used in the production of tobacco products, including cigarettes, cigars, and smokeless tobacco. Nicotine. Nicotine is a naturally occurring compound found in tobacco plants. It is a highly addictive substance that acts on the central nervous system, producing a sense of pleasure and relaxation. Nicotine is primarily responsible for the addictive properties of tobacco products and is present in varying amounts in different types of tobacco. In the production of cigarettes, nicotine is extracted from tobacco leaves and added back into the tobacco blend in the form of a concentrated solution. This allows manufacturers to control the amount of nicotine in each cigarette and create products with varying levels of nicotine. Flavoring agents. Various flavoring agents are used in the production of tobacco products to add taste and aroma. These flavoring agents may be natural or synthetic and are often added to create a specific flavor profile or to mask the harsh taste of tobacco. One common flavoring agent used in tobacco products is coumarin, which has a sweet, vanilla-like flavor. Coumarin is also used in the production of many other food and cosmetic products. Another common flavoring agent is menthol, which has a cooling, minty taste. Menthol is added to many tobacco products, particularly cigarettes, to create a smoother, less harsh smoking experience. Other flavoring agents used in tobacco products include cocoa, licorice, and fruit flavors such as cherry and apple. Humectants. Humectants are compounds that are added to tobacco products to help maintain moisture levels and prevent the tobacco from drying out. This helps to ensure that the tobacco remains fresh and does not lose its flavor or aroma. One common humectant used in tobacco products is propylene glycol, which is also used in many other consumer products, such as cosmetics and pharmaceuticals. Glycerin is another common humectant used in tobacco products. It is a natural compound that is derived from plant sources and is also used in food and cosmetics. Additives. In addition to flavoring agents and humectants, various other additives are used in the production of tobacco products. These additives may be used to improve the burning properties of cigarettes, enhance the flavor and aroma of tobacco, or reduce the harshness of smoke. One common additive used in tobacco products is ammonia, which is added to cigarettes to enhance the delivery of nicotine to the smoker. Ammonia helps to convert nicotine into a more volatile form that is more readily absorbed by the body. Other additives used in tobacco products include sugars, such as glucose and fructose, which are added to enhance the flavor of tobacco, and acetaldehyde, which is added to reduce the harshness of smoke. Safety considerations. While organic compounds are commonly used in the production of tobacco products, there are concerns about the health effects of these compounds. Nicotine, in particular, is highly addictive and can lead to serious health problems, such as heart disease, lung cancer, and other respiratory diseases. In addition, some flavoring agents and additives used in tobacco products may be harmful to human health. For example, coumarin has been shown to have toxic effects on the liver, while acetaldehyde has been shown to be a carcinogen. As a result, there are regulations in place to limit the use of certain organic compounds in tobacco products. In the United States, for example, the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, regulates the use of additives in tobacco products and has banned the use of certain compounds, such as candy and fruit flavors, in cigarettes. Alternatives to traditional tobacco products. As concerns about the health effects of tobacco use continue to grow, many consumers are turning to alternative products that are perceived as being safer than traditional tobacco products. These alternatives include e-cigarettes and other electronic nicotine delivery systems, ENDS, as well as smokeless tobacco products like snus. E-cigarettes and other ENDS. E-cigarettes and other ENDS are devices that heat a liquid solution containing nicotine, flavorings, and other chemicals to create an aerosol that is inhaled by the user. These devices are often marketed as a safer alternative to traditional cigarettes, as they do not produce the harmful tar and carbon monoxide that are present in cigarette smoke. However, there are concerns about the safety of e-cigarettes and other ENDS. While they may be less harmful than traditional cigarettes, they still deliver nicotine and other chemicals to the body, and the long-term health effects of these products are not yet known. In addition, there have been reports of explosions and fires caused by e-cigarette batteries, as well as cases of lung injury associated with the use of certain e-cigarette products. Smokeless tobacco. Smokeless tobacco products, such as snus and chewing tobacco, are another alternative to traditional tobacco products. These products are designed to be used without being burned, and are typically placed in the mouth, where the nicotine is absorbed through the lining of the mouth. While smokeless tobacco products do not produce the harmful smoke that is present in cigarette smoke, they still deliver nicotine and other chemicals to the body, and can lead to serious health problems, such as oral cancer and gum disease. Regulation of alternative tobacco products. As the use of alternative tobacco products continues to grow, there is increasing scrutiny of these products by government regulators around the world. In the United States, for example, the FDA has taken steps to regulate e-cigarettes and other ENDS, including banning the sale of these products to minors and requiring manufacturers to submit their products for review. Similarly, in the European Union, smokeless tobacco products like snus are banned in all member states except for Sweden, where they have a long history of use. Tobacco control policies. In response to the growing health concerns associated with tobacco use, many governments around the world have implemented tobacco control policies aimed at reducing tobacco use and its associated health risks. One of the most effective tobacco control policies is increasing the price of tobacco products through taxes. Higher prices can discourage tobacco use, particularly among young people and low-income populations. In addition, revenue generated from tobacco taxes can be used to fund tobacco control programs and other public health initiatives. Other tobacco control policies include smoke-free laws that prohibit smoking in public places and workplaces, advertising and marketing restrictions that limit the promotion of tobacco products, and health warnings on tobacco packaging that inform consumers about the health risks of tobacco use. In addition to these policies, many countries have implemented comprehensive tobacco control strategies that include a range of interventions, such as smoking cessation programs, public education campaigns, and support for tobacco control research. The impact of tobacco control policies. Tobacco control policies have been shown to be effective in reducing tobacco use and its associated health risks. For example, studies have found that tobacco tax increases can reduce tobacco use, particularly among young people and low-income populations. Structure and properties of bases. The structure and properties of bases have been of great interest to chemists for many years. Bases are a class of compounds that can accept protons, H+, in solution, forming conjugate acids. They are an essential part of many chemical reactions and play a crucial role in the functioning of biological systems. In this article, we will explore the structure and properties of bases in detail. Structure of bases. Bases can be classified into two main categories, organic and inorganic. Organic bases contain carbon atoms in their structure, while inorganic bases do not. Organic bases include amines, amides, and imines, while inorganic bases include hydroxides, oxides, and carbonates. In general, the structure of a base is characterized by the presence of a lone pair of electrons on a nitrogen, oxygen, or other electronegative atom. This lone pair of electrons can interact with a proton, H+, to form a coordinate covalent bond, which is a type of chemical bond where one atom donates both electrons to a bond. The reactivity of a base depends on the strength of the bond between the electron pair and the central atom. The strength of the bond is influenced by factors such as the electronegativity of the central atom, the size of the atom, and the presence of additional electron withdrawing or electron donating groups in the molecule. Properties of bases. Bases have several important properties that make them useful in many chemical and biological processes. These properties include their ability to accept protons, their solubility in water, and their reactivity with other chemicals. Acid-base reactions. Bases are an essential part of acid-base reactions, which are a class of chemical reactions that involve the transfer of protons, H+, from an acid to a base. This transfer of protons results in the formation of a conjugate acid and a conjugate base. The strength of a base is determined by its ability to accept protons. Strong bases, such as hydroxide ions, O, and alkoxides, have a high affinity for protons and can easily accept them in solution. Weak bases, such as ammonia, NH3, have a lower affinity for protons and are less likely to accept them. Solubility in water. Bases can be classified as either soluble or insoluble in water. Soluble bases are those that can dissolve in water, while insoluble bases do not. The solubility of a base in water depends on the strength of its interaction with water molecules. Strong bases, such as hydroxide ions, O, and alkoxides, are highly soluble in water due to their strong interactions with water molecules. Weak bases, such as ammonia, NH3, are less soluble in water due to their weaker interactions with water molecules. Reactivity with other chemicals. Bases can react with a wide range of other chemicals, including acids, halogens, and metal ions. These reactions can result in the formation of new compounds and can be used to synthesize a variety of useful products. For example, bases can be used to neutralize acids, forming salts and water. Bases can also react with halogens, such as chlorine, Cl2, to form halides, such as sodium chloride, NaCl. Bases can also react with metal ions, such as copper, Cu2+, to form metal hydroxides, such as copper-2 hydroxide, CuO2. Applications of bases. Bases have a wide range of applications in various fields, including medicine, agriculture, and industry. Some of the most important applications of bases are discussed below. Medicine. Bases play a crucial role in medicine, particularly in the development of pharmaceuticals. Many drugs, such as antacids, are based on the properties of bases. Antacids work by neutralizing stomach acid, which can cause discomfort and pain. They contain weak bases, such as magnesium hydroxide, MgO2, which react with stomach acid to form water and a salt. Bases are also used in the production of a wide range of drugs, such as antibiotics and chemotherapy drugs. Bases can be used as reagents in various chemical reactions used in drug synthesis, and they can also be used as solvents in the production of drugs. Agriculture. Bases are also important in agriculture, particularly in the production of fertilizers. Many fertilizers contain bases, such as ammonia, NH3, which can provide the necessary nutrients for plant growth. Bases can also be used to adjust soil pH, which can affect the availability of nutrients to plants. Industry. Bases are widely used in industry for a variety of purposes. For example, bases can be used in the production of soaps and detergents, which contain a base and a fatty acid. The base reacts with a fatty acid to form a salt, which can be used to remove dirt and grease from surfaces. Bases can also be used in the production of paper, textiles, and other materials. Bases can be used to break down the lignin in wood, which allows the cellulose fibers to be separated and used to produce paper. Bases can also be used to treat textiles to remove impurities and improve the absorbency and dyeing properties of the fabric. Environmental applications. Bases are also important in environmental applications, particularly in the treatment of wastewater. Bases can be used to neutralize acidic wastewater, which can be harmful to the environment if not properly treated. Bases can also be used to remove heavy metals and other pollutants from wastewater, which can help to protect the environment and human health. Types of bases. Bases can be classified into two main types based on their ability to dissolve in water: strong bases and weak bases. Strong bases completely dissociate into ions in water, while weak bases only partially dissociate into ions in water. Strong bases. Strong bases are highly reactive and have a high affinity for protons. They can completely dissociate into ions in water, forming hydroxide ions, O, and a cation. Some common examples of strong bases include sodium hydroxide, NO, potassium hydroxide, CO, and calcium hydroxide, CaO2. Strong bases are commonly used in industry and laboratory settings for a variety of purposes, such as cleaning, etching, and neutralizing acids. Weak bases. Weak bases have a lower affinity for protons and only partially dissociate into ions in water. They are less reactive than strong bases and are commonly used in biological systems. Some common examples of weak bases include ammonia, NH3, pyridine, C5H5N, and imidazole, C3H4N2. Weak bases are commonly used in biological systems, such as in the buffering of blood pH and in the regulation of cellular processes. Acid-base equilibria. When a base is placed in water, it can accept a proton, H+, from the water molecule, forming a conjugate acid and a hydroxide ion, O. Applications of chemistry in the food sector. Introduction. Chemistry plays an important role in the food industry. It is used to create and modify food ingredients, to enhance the sensory properties of food, and to preserve food for longer periods of time. In this article, we will explore the various applications of chemistry in the food industry, ranging from food processing to food packaging. Food processing. Enzymes. Enzymes are proteins that catalyze chemical reactions in food. They are used to break down complex molecules into simpler ones, making it easier to process and digest food. For example, enzymes are used in the production of cheese to break down milk proteins into smaller peptides and amino acids. Emulsifiers. Emulsifiers are chemicals that help to mix two immiscible substances, such as oil and water. They are used in the production of many food products, including mayonnaise, salad dressings, and margarine. Hydrocolloids. Hydrocolloids are polymers that have the ability to thicken, gel, or stabilize a food product. They are used in the production of many food products, including sauces, soups, and ice cream. Flavor enhancers. Flavor enhancers are chemicals that are added to food to enhance the taste and aroma of the food. For example, monosodium glutamate, message, is used as a flavor enhancer in many savory foods. Food preservation. Antimicrobial agents. Antimicrobial agents are chemicals that are used to prevent the growth of microorganisms in food. They are used in the production of many food products, including cured meats, cheese, and canned foods. Antioxidants. Antioxidants are chemicals that are used to prevent the oxidation of food. They are used in the production of many food products, including oils, fats, and snacks. pH control agents. pH control agents are chemicals that are used to adjust the acidity or alkalinity of food. They are used in the production of many food products, including pickles, bread, and cheese. Irradiation. Irradiation is a process that uses ionizing radiation to kill microorganisms and insects in food. It is used to preserve many types of food, including meat, seafood, and fruits and vegetables. Food packaging. Barrier materials. Barrier materials are used in food packaging to prevent the migration of gases, moisture, and other substances into or out of the package. They are used in the production of many types of food packaging, including bags, pouches, and trays. Active packaging. Active packaging is a type of food packaging that contains substances that interact with the food to enhance its quality or safety. For example, oxygen scavengers are used in the packaging of food products that are sensitive to oxidation, such as nuts and dried fruits. Intelligent packaging. Intelligent packaging is a type of food packaging that contains sensors or indicators that provide information about the quality or safety of the food. For example, time temperature indicators can be used to monitor the temperature of perishable food products during transportation and storage. In addition to the above-mentioned applications, chemistry also plays a crucial role in the development of new food products and the improvement of existing ones. Here are some examples. Food additives. Food additives are substances that are added to food to improve its appearance, texture, taste, and shelf life. They are used in a wide range of food products, including beverages, baked goods, and snacks. Some examples of food additives include preservatives, sweeteners, and coloring agents. Nutrient fortification. Nutrient fortification is the process of adding vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients to food products to enhance their nutritional value. This is particularly important in developing countries where malnutrition is a major problem. For example, milk is often fortified with vitamin D to improve bone health. Flavor chemistry. Flavor chemistry is the study of the chemicals responsible for the taste and aroma of food. It is used to understand the sensory properties of food and to develop new flavor profiles. For example, flavor chemists can identify the chemical compounds responsible for the unique flavor of coffee and use this knowledge to develop new coffee products. Food safety. Chemistry also plays a critical role in ensuring the safety of food products. Chemical analysis is used to detect contaminants, such as pesticides, heavy metals, and microorganisms, in food products. This helps to ensure that food products meet safety standards and are safe for consumption. Food nanotechnology. Food nanotechnology is the application of nanotechnology to the food industry. It is used to develop new food products with improved properties, such as enhanced flavor, texture, and nutritional value. For example, nanocapsules can be used to encapsulate vitamins and minerals, protecting them from degradation and improving their bioavailability. Chemistry also plays an important role in the development of food processing techniques that improve the efficiency and sustainability of food production. Here are some examples. High-pressure processing, HPP. HPP is a food processing technique that uses high pressure to preserve food products. It is an alternative to thermal processing, which can destroy some of the nutrients and sensory properties of food. HPP is used in the production of many types of food products, including juices, meats, and seafood. Membrane technology. Membrane technology is a process that uses membranes to separate different components of a food product. It is used in the production of many types of food products, including dairy products, fruit juices, and wine. Membrane technology can improve the efficiency of food production and reduce waste. Supercritical fluid extraction, SFA. SFA is a method of extracting compounds from food products using a supercritical fluid, such as carbon dioxide. It is used in the production of many food products, including coffee, tea, and spices. SFA is an environmentally friendly alternative to traditional solvent extraction methods. Electrodialysis, ED is a process that uses an electric field to separate ions from a solution. It is used in the production of many types of food products, including dairy products, fruit juices, and beverages. ED can improve the efficiency of food production and reduce waste. Enzyme technology. Enzyme technology is the use of enzymes to catalyze chemical reactions in food products. It is used in the production of many types of food products, including bread, cheese, and beer. Enzyme technology can improve the efficiency of food production and reduce waste. In addition to these applications, chemistry is also used in the development of sustainable food packaging materials. Here are some examples. Biodegradable plastics. Biodegradable plastics are plastics that can be broken down by microorganisms into natural compounds. Inventing a method of producing aluminum. Introduction. Aluminum is a light, strong, and versatile metal that is widely used in various industries, from construction and transportation to packaging and electronics. The process of producing aluminum from its ore, bauxite, was a significant challenge for many years due to the metal's high reactivity and the difficulty of extracting it from the raw material. However, the discovery of a method for producing aluminum using electrolysis revolutionized the industry and made aluminum a more affordable and widely available material. This article will explore the history of aluminum production and the invention of the Hall-Héroult process, which is still widely used today. Early attempts at aluminum production. The history of aluminum production dates back to the early 19th century, when scientists and researchers first began experimenting with ways to extract the metal from its ore. In 1808, British chemist Humphrey Davy produced small quantities of aluminum by electrolyzing a mixture of aluminum oxide and potassium, but the process was not commercially viable. In 1825, Danish physicist Hans Christian Ørsted produced small quantities of aluminum by reducing aluminum chloride with potassium, but the process was also too expensive for commercial use. In the following decades, researchers continued to experiment with various methods of producing aluminum, but none were able to produce the metal on a large scale. By the late 1800s, aluminum was still considered a rare and exotic metal, with a higher value than gold. The Hall-Héroult process. In 1886, two young scientists, Charles Martin Hall of the United States and Paul Héroult of France, independently discovered a revolutionary new method for producing aluminum. The process, which came to be known as the Hall-Héroult process, involved the electrolysis of molten aluminum oxide, or alumina, dissolved in a molten cryolite electrolyte. Hall had been experimenting with electrolysis since he was a teenager, and in 1886, he discovered that by using a carbon anode, he could reduce alumina to aluminum at a much lower temperature than was previously believed possible. Meanwhile, Héroult, who had been conducting similar experiments in France, discovered the same process independently. The Hall-Héroult process revolutionized the aluminum industry, making the production of aluminum much more efficient and affordable. The process allowed for the production of large quantities of aluminum from bauxite, which is the main ore used for aluminum production. The process also required less energy than previous methods and allowed for the production of high-purity aluminum. Impact of the Hall-Héroult process. The invention of the Hall-Héroult process had a significant impact on the aluminum industry and on society as a whole. The process made aluminum a much more affordable and widely available material, which led to its use in a variety of industries. Aluminum is now used in everything from transportation and construction to packaging and electronics. The process also had a significant impact on the economies of countries with large bauxite reserves. Countries such as Australia, Guinea, and Jamaica, which have significant bauxite reserves, have become major producers of aluminum. However, the production of aluminum using the Hall-Héroult process is not without its drawbacks. The process requires large amounts of electricity, and the production of aluminum is one of the most energy-intensive processes in the world. The process also produces significant amounts of carbon dioxide, which contributes to climate change. Recent developments in aluminum production. In recent years, researchers have been exploring new methods of producing aluminum that are more sustainable and environmentally friendly. One promising method is the use of renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power, to produce the electricity required for the Hall-Héroult process. Researchers are also exploring new electrolytes and anodes that are more efficient and have a lower environmental impact. New technologies for aluminum production. The production of aluminum using the Hall-Héroult process has been the dominant method for over a century, but new technologies are emerging that have the potential to revolutionize the industry once again. These new technologies aim to address some of the challenges associated with the Hall-Héroult process, such as the high energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. Here are some of the most promising new technologies for aluminum production. High-pressure acid leaching, PUL. PUL is a process that involves the extraction of aluminum from low-grade bauxite using acid. The process involves heating the bauxite with sulfuric acid under high pressure and temperature, which dissolves the aluminum and other minerals. The resulting aluminum sulfate solution is then purified and processed into alumina, which can be used for the production of aluminum. Molten salt electrolysis. Molten salt electrolysis is a process that involves the use of molten salts as the electrolyte in the aluminum production process. The process uses a carbon anode and a ceramic cathode, and the aluminum is produced by the reduction of alumina in the molten salt electrolyte. The process requires less energy than the Hall-Héroult process and produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions. Carbothermic reduction. Carbothermic reduction is a process that involves the reduction of alumina using carbon as the reducing agent. The process involves heating a mixture of alumina and carbon to high temperatures, which causes the carbon to react with the oxygen in the alumina, producing aluminum and carbon dioxide. The process requires less energy than the Hall-Héroult process and produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions. Electrometallurgy. Electrometallurgy is a process that involves the use of electrolysis to extract aluminum from its ore. The process involves the use of a molten salt electrolyte and a carbon anode, and the aluminum is produced by the reduction of alumina in the electrolyte. The process requires less energy than the Hall-Héroult process and produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions. Applications of aluminum. Aluminum is a versatile metal that is used in a wide range of applications, from construction and transportation to packaging and electronics. Here are some of the most common applications of aluminum. Construction. Aluminum is widely used in construction due to its strength, durability, and lightweight. It is used in everything from building facades and roofing to windows and doors. Aluminum is also used in structural applications, such as bridges and stadiums. Transportation. Aluminum is used extensively in the transportation industry due to its strength, durability, and lightweight. It is used in the production of cars, trucks, buses, trains, and airplanes. Aluminum is also used in the production of bicycles and other sporting equipment. Packaging. Aluminum is widely used in the packaging industry due to its ability to protect products from light, moisture, and air. It is used in the production of beverage cans, food containers, and pharmaceutical packaging. Aluminum is also used in the production of foil and other flexible packaging materials. Electronics. Aluminum is used extensively in the electronics industry due to its conductivity and ability to dissipate heat. It is used in the production of computer components, such as heat sinks and cases, as well as in the production of mobile phones and other consumer electronics. Energy. Aluminum is used in the production of renewable energy technologies, such as solar panels and wind turbines. It is also used in the production of electrical transmission lines and in the construction of power plants. Applications of inorganic chemistry in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Inorganic chemistry has a vital role in the production of pharmaceuticals. Inorganic substances are essential for ensuring the stability, efficacy, and safety of drugs. In this article, we will discuss the various applications of inorganic chemistry in the pharmaceutical industry. Metal complexes. Metal complexes are widely used in the pharmaceutical industry as therapeutic agents. They are used to treat various diseases such as cancer, rheumatoid arthritis, and Alzheimer's disease. Metal complexes such as cisplatin are used to treat cancer by inhibiting the growth of cancer cells. Moreover, metal complexes such as gold complexes are used to treat rheumatoid arthritis by reducing inflammation and pain. Inorganic salts. Inorganic salts are used in the pharmaceutical industry as excipients, which are inactive ingredients that are added to drugs to improve their properties. For example, sodium chloride is used as a tonicity agent to balance the osmotic pressure of intravenous solutions. Moreover, calcium carbonate is used as an antacid to reduce stomach acid and relieve heartburn. Inorganic acids and bases. Inorganic acids and bases are used in the pharmaceutical industry as reagents for the synthesis of drugs. For example, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid are used to adjust the pH of solutions during drug synthesis. Moreover, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are used as bases to catalyze certain chemical reactions. Inorganic oxides. Inorganic oxides are used in the pharmaceutical industry as fillers and binders for tablets and capsules. For example, magnesium oxide is used as a filler to increase the volume of tablets and reduce their cost of production. Moreover, titanium dioxide is used as a white pigment for tablets and capsules. Inorganic compounds as catalysts. Inorganic compounds are used as catalysts in the pharmaceutical industry to accelerate chemical reactions. For example, palladium on carbon is used as a catalyst for the hydrogenation of organic compounds. Moreover, platinum compounds are used as catalysts for the synthesis of certain drugs. Inorganic compounds as ligands. Inorganic compounds are used as ligands in the pharmaceutical industry to form coordination complexes with metal ions. For example, ethylene-diamine is used as a ligand to form coordination complexes with platinum ions. Moreover, inorganic ligands such as cyanide and isocyanide are used to form coordination complexes with metal ions for medicinal purposes. Inorganic compounds as imaging agents. Inorganic compounds are used as imaging agents in the pharmaceutical industry for diagnostic purposes. For example, gadolinium complexes are used as contrast agents for magnetic resonance imaging, MRI. Moreover, technetium complexes are used as imaging agents for single photon emission computed tomography, SPECT. Inorganic compounds as antimicrobial agents. Inorganic compounds are used as antimicrobial agents in the pharmaceutical industry to treat bacterial and fungal infections. For example, sulfur compounds are used as antimicrobial agents for wound dressings and medical devices. Moreover, antifungal drugs such as amphotericin B and nistidine contain inorganic compounds such as zinc and magnesium. Inorganic compounds as anti-cancer agents. Inorganic compounds are used as anti-cancer agents in the pharmaceutical industry. For example, ruthenium complexes are used to treat cancer by inducing apoptosis, programmed cell death, in cancer cells. Additionally, arsenic trioxide is used to treat leukemia by inducing differentiation of cancer cells. Inorganic compounds as anti-inflammatory agents. Inorganic compounds are used as anti-inflammatory agents in the pharmaceutical industry. For example, gold compounds are used to treat rheumatoid arthritis by reducing inflammation. Additionally, inorganic compounds such as magnesium and zinc are used to treat inflammation associated with asthma. Inorganic compounds as anticoagulants. Inorganic compounds are used as anticoagulants in the pharmaceutical industry. For example, heparin is a glycosaminoglycan that contains inorganic sulfate groups and is used as an anticoagulant to prevent blood clots. Additionally, sodium citrate is used as an anticoagulant in blood transfusions. Inorganic compounds as antioxidants. Inorganic compounds are used as antioxidants in the pharmaceutical industry. For example, selenium is an essential trace element that is used as an antioxidant to protect cells from oxidative damage. Additionally, inorganic compounds such as manganese and copper are used as cofactors for antioxidant enzymes. Inorganic compounds as contrast agents. Inorganic compounds are used as contrast agents in medical imaging. For example, iodine is used as a contrast agent for X-ray and computed tomography (CT) scans. Additionally, gadolinium complexes are used as contrast agents for magnetic resonance imaging (MRI). Inorganic compounds as radiopharmaceuticals. Inorganic compounds are used as radiopharmaceuticals in nuclear medicine. For example, technetium-99 is a radioactive isotope that is used as a radiopharmaceutical for diagnostic imaging. Additionally, radium-223 is a radioactive isotope that is used as a radiopharmaceutical for the treatment of bone metastases. Inorganic compounds as antacids. Inorganic compounds are used as antacids in the treatment of gastrointestinal disorders. For example, magnesium hydroxide and aluminum hydroxide are used as antacids to neutralize stomach acid and relieve heartburn. Inorganic compounds as chelating agents. Inorganic compounds are used as chelating agents in the pharmaceutical industry. Chelating agents bind to metal ions and form a stable complex, which can be used for various purposes. For example, EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, is a chelating agent that is used to treat lead poisoning. Additionally, deferoxamine is a chelating agent that is used to remove excess iron from the body. Inorganic compounds as electrolytes. Inorganic compounds are used as electrolytes in the pharmaceutical industry. Electrolytes are ions that conduct electricity in solution and are important for various biological processes. For example, sodium, potassium, and chloride ions are important electrolytes that are involved in nerve and muscle function. Inorganic compounds as bone substitutes. Inorganic compounds are used as bone substitutes in the pharmaceutical industry. For example, calcium phosphate and hydroxyapatite are inorganic compounds that have similar chemical and structural properties to bone. They can be used as bone grafts or coatings for implants to promote bone growth and repair. Inorganic compounds as antidiabetic agents. Inorganic compounds are used as antidiabetic agents in the pharmaceutical industry. For example, chromium is an essential trace element that is involved in glucose metabolism. Applications of nuclear chemistry. Nuclear chemistry is a field of chemistry that deals with the study of nuclear reactions and their applications. It is a fascinating field that has contributed significantly to modern society in many ways. In this article, we will explore some of the most important applications of nuclear chemistry. Nuclear energy. The most well-known application of nuclear chemistry is nuclear energy. Nuclear power plants harness the energy released by nuclear reactions to generate electricity. This is done by using nuclear reactors to heat water, which produces steam that drives turbines. Nuclear energy is a low-carbon form of energy that is increasingly being used as a source of electricity around the world. Nuclear medicine. Another important application of nuclear chemistry is in the field of nuclear medicine. This involves the use of radioactive materials to diagnose and treat diseases. For example, positron emission tomography, PET, scans use radioactive tracers to image the body and detect abnormalities. Radioisotopes can also be used to treat cancer by targeting and killing cancer cells. Radiocarbon dating. Radiocarbon dating is a technique used to determine the age of archaeological and geological materials. This is done by measuring the amount of carbon-14, a radioactive isotope of carbon, present in a sample. By comparing the amount of carbon-14 with the amount of stable carbon isotopes, scientists can determine the age of the sample. Food irradiation. Food irradiation is a process that uses ionizing radiation to kill bacteria and other microorganisms in food. This helps to extend the shelf life of food and reduce the risk of foodborne illness. Irradiation can also be used to sterilize medical equipment and supplies. Nuclear weapons. While not a positive application, nuclear chemistry has also been used in the development of nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons use nuclear reactions to release enormous amounts of energy, causing destruction on a massive scale. The use of nuclear weapons has been heavily regulated by international treaties due to the significant risks they pose. Environmental monitoring. Nuclear chemistry is also used in environmental monitoring. This involves the use of radioactive tracers to track the movement of pollutants in the environment. For example, scientists can use radioisotopes to trace the movement of pollutants in rivers, lakes, and other bodies of water. Industrial applications. Nuclear chemistry has a wide range of industrial applications. For example, it can be used to detect leaks in pipelines by tracing the movement of radioactive materials. Radioisotopes can also be used to measure the thickness of materials, such as metal or plastic, in manufacturing processes. Nuclear forensics. Nuclear forensics is a field of nuclear chemistry that involves the analysis of nuclear materials to determine their origin, history, and intended use. This can be used to identify and track nuclear materials that may be used for illicit purposes, such as in the development of nuclear weapons. Nuclear forensics has become increasingly important in the fight against nuclear terrorism and the proliferation of nuclear weapons. Isotope labeling. Isotope labeling is a technique used in chemistry and biology to track the movement of atoms and molecules. This involves replacing one or more atoms in a molecule with a radioactive isotope, which can then be traced using radiation detectors. Isotope labeling is used in a wide range of applications, such as in the study of metabolic pathways in biology and in the development of new drugs. Ionizing radiation sterilization. Ionizing radiation can be used to sterilize medical equipment and supplies. This is done by exposing the equipment or supplies to a high dose of ionizing radiation, which kills bacteria and other microorganisms. Ionizing radiation sterilization is a reliable and effective method of sterilization that is widely used in the healthcare industry. Nuclear magnetic resonance, NMR, spectroscopy. Nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy is a technique used to study the structure and properties of molecules. It involves the use of a strong magnetic field to align the nuclear spins of atoms in a sample, which can then be detected using radio waves. NMR spectroscopy is used in a wide range of applications, such as in the analysis of proteins and other biomolecules. Neutron activation analysis. Neutron activation analysis is a technique used to determine the elemental composition of a sample. This involves exposing the sample to a neutron flux, which causes some of the atoms in the sample to become radioactive. The radioactive isotopes can then be detected and used to determine the elemental composition of the sample. Neutron activation analysis is used in a wide range of applications, such as in the analysis of archaeological artifacts and in environmental monitoring. Radioisotope thermoelectric generators, RTGS. Radioisotope thermoelectric generators, RTGS, are devices that generate electricity using the heat produced by the radioactive decay of isotopes. They are commonly used in space probes and other remote devices that require a reliable source of power over long periods of time. RTGS have been used in many space missions, including the Voyager and Cassini missions. Nuclear magnetic resonance imaging, MRI. Nuclear magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, is a medical imaging technique that uses a strong magnetic field and radio waves to produce detailed images of the body's internal structures. The technique is non-invasive and does not use ionizing radiation, making it safer than other medical imaging techniques such as X-rays. MRI is commonly used in the diagnosis and monitoring of a wide range of medical conditions. Nuclear desalination. Nuclear desalination is a process that uses nuclear energy to power the production of fresh water from seawater. The process involves heating seawater to produce steam, which is then condensed to produce fresh water. Nuclear desalination is becoming an increasingly important source of fresh water in arid regions around the world. Radiation therapy. Radiation therapy is a form of cancer treatment that uses high-energy radiation to kill cancer cells. The radiation can be delivered externally, using a machine outside the body, or internally, using a radioactive source implanted in the body. Radiation therapy is often used in combination with other cancer treatments, such as chemotherapy and surgery. Nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion is the process of combining two atomic nuclei to form a heavier nucleus, releasing a large amount of energy in the process. Fusion has the potential to be a clean and virtually limitless source of energy, but it has proven difficult to achieve in a controlled and sustainable way. Research into nuclear fusion continues to be an active area of research. Neutron scattering. Neutron scattering is a technique used to study the structure and properties of materials. It involves directing a beam of neutrons at a sample, which then scatter in different directions depending on the structure of the sample.